Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare It's hard to reflect in 5 minutes, please.
What is going on with this? Some reason it is not recognized. Sure. Go to menu, no?
We follow. We work. Radharani
హరే కృష్ణ. మన వల్ల ఏం కాదు, అది క్లియర్ అయిపోయింది. హరే కృష్ణ. हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल. वृंदावन प्रियो वृंदावन, वृंदावन वीरो वृंदावन. Beautiful kirtan. Hare Krishna. So who prepared the children for this? Rajiv Prabhu. Where is he? Hare Krishna. 3 Hare Bols to Rajiv Prabhu. Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Amazing. It's not an easy bhajan. It's not at all easy bhajan. I can't imagine doing this. Only one thing he can do is Vrindavan. That is easy. Everything else is difficult. Hare Krishna. Om Jnantimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuromilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Dadadishva Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavanshcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Gunatanvishantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakambikanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hare. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाङ्घ्रे। नमो महाधन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्रिषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गौब्राह्मणाहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। रुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयति गिरिं श्रीपदतमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यदेशिकम्। ओम पवित्रो पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सः भ्यान्तरं विस्मृतिं। श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु श्रीविष्णु।
Smaller one.
Towel is enough. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. So the year starts with Gaur Purnima, Nityananda Radhashi, Gaur Purnima, and then Krishna takes over, Nrsimha Chaturdashi, Janmashtami, and then now Radharani takes over. Radhastami. Right? So next week we have Radhastami. So we'll try to meditate the next 2 weeks, today and maybe next Sunday. Next Sunday is Radhastami. On trying to understand something that we can't understand. Don't even try to understand. So we had discussed many things about Radhastami previously, about the lotus feet of Shrimati Radharani, and please, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the lotus feet of Shrimati Radharani and so many pastimes of Shrimati Radharani. We did discuss a little bit in the past. But this matter of Shrimati Radharani is so difficult to discuss because we can't understand it that much. It is like the most secret portion of the Vedas, the most unrevealed part of the Vedas. It's only revealed to the pure devotees who actually finally go to Krishna the Lord. Why are we discussing? How come we are discussing? Because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would not have appeared, the topic of Radharani would not have even come. Even the word Radharani, world would not have known. People know Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, Gopis, Krishna, okay, we know a little bit. But Shrimati Radharani is a very, very elevated topic. Why? Because even Krishna doesn't discuss it that openly. Forget about Acharyas. Primary reason is, at a human platform, at a platform where we think that we are this body, even 1% of us thinks that we are this body, we cannot understand what is the love between Shrimati Radharani and Krishna. It's purely spiritual subject. Just like Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Radharani is also the Moola Prakriti. She is the fountainhead of all goddesses. Right? He is the Supreme Person, she is the Supreme Goddess. She is the Supreme Feminine nature, the Supreme Prakriti. Everything comes from her. So, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Yadi Gaurana hoite, tabe ki hoito, kemune dharitamule, Radhar Mahima Prema Rasa Sima, Jagat Janatlo Ke. He's saying, if Lord Gauranga had not appeared as the Yuga Avatar in this age of Kali, then what would have become of us? How could we have tolerated living? Who in this universe would have ever learned about the topmost limits of loving mellows that comprises the glory of Sri Radha? Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He is Krishna. He is Krishna, but a Krishna who wants to talk about Radharani, who wants to speak about Radharani, who wants to tell the world about Radharani, who wants to glorify Radharani. Krishna never comes in that mode. We would never see Krishna in that mode. Krishna comes to instruct. Krishna comes to give his mercy to the living entities. To give mercy to living entities, Krishna doesn't have to reveal about Radharani. Don't think he's revealing about Radharani so that we are attracted to Goloka. No. Krishna is coming to the world to deliver all of us in many, many ways. Yada yada hi dharmasya jnane bhavati bharat. Right? और परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनाय संभवानि योगे में. He's telling us dharma, he's telling okay, well, come back. He doesn't have to reveal about Radharani. Why is he revealing about Radharani? Because it is his own desire. Now Krishna has a desire to reveal about Radharani, to experience Radharani, which is the most confidential aspect of the Vedas. Actually, it's not even in the Vedas. Shrimati Radharani is revealed in many places, secretly in the Vedas. Like in Rig Veda, she is mentioned a little bit, 135, I was making some notes. In Sama Veda, she is revealed in 1600 verse. In Atharva Veda, she is revealed in 2045-2. Chandogya Upanishad, she is revealed 813-1. Gopal Tapani Stuti, she is revealed. Very rarely she is revealed. Because even the people who are revealing the Vedas, Krishna is revealing Vedas to them, don't have much access to this aspect of Krishna. Right? And Sukadeva Goswami, he doesn't want to reveal and he reveals. Because he cannot, he is a parrot of Shrimati Radharani in the spiritual world. He doesn't want to reveal. Why? Why he doesn't want to reveal? Because he is doing service. He is doing the service of telling Parikshit Maharaj Bhagavatam. Now Parikshit Maharaj is going to die in the next maybe 1.5 to 2 days. Something like that. By the time he reaches 10th canto. And he is speaking about Krishna and he knows what to speak of Shrimati Radharani. Even if he reveals one name of even one gopi, he will go into ecstasy. He is going into ecstasy cannot be understood by even a person. We can't understand what is ecstasy. In this human, human body and this material world, the word ecstasy cannot be defined. It's a different realm of consciousness. It's a different emotion that comes out, Mahabhava. Right? Love of God, see, love is one power. I think we know a little bit of that love. A little bit. How people can go mad in love. Right? Little bit we can know. Maybe we know. I don't know. If it's infatuation or love, I don't know. But I have seen people who have done crazy things. In their college days, in the name of love. Isn't it? Thinking that it is love. Have you seen anybody doing crazy things? Huh? Many people do crazy things. Craziest things. One of my friends, he danced in the Chaurasta of Secunderabad to show his girlfriend that I love you. Can anybody do that? Paradise Chaurasta, he was dancing. Those days there was no mobile phone, we could not capture it. Madness. People go to do anything. Why? Because you want that person, you want to enjoy that person. There's no limit to it. Right? We can go on with this infatuation leelas forever. I'm sure everybody here, given a mic, if not your story, you tell somebody's story. Your story will not tell, no? But something people do crazy things. I've seen. We have seen. But that is a craziness that we have seen in our world with an ulterior motive. That's a craziness with a motive. Yeah. I want to get that girl. I want to get that boy. For that I am crazy. So I am trying to do something crazy. But in order to get that person, the whole motive is not pure motive. It is purely to get that person, to enjoy that person, or to show the world that I got that person. It's more like show the world, I got that person. Right? It's something to do with our own self-centered need. But keeping aside the bad part of it, the craziness, we all know what it is. Right? Sitting in the same class, they don't hear the whole class, they are looking at that bench only. Right? Exam la fail hota aur aite pina. Like people go mad, craziness. With that consciousness, how can you understand the pure devotional service? We can't. I'm referring to that because at least what is craziness you can know a little bit. But here is craziness, that love turning pure, and then that love going towards love of God. Right? Bhava. And that love of God goes to Mahabhava. Mahabhava means limitless, unexplainable attachment to God. More than attachment, there is nothing except Krishna and loving Krishna. There is nothing except that. That's called Mahabhava. And personification of that Mahabhava is Shrimati Radharani. When that Mahabhava appears in a form, that is Shrimati Radharani, how can we even discuss about it? So Sukadeva Goswami is sitting with all the Saptarishis, sitting with all the great personalities in all planetary systems, and Parikshit Maharaj is sitting in front of him saying, tell me what is my goal of life before I die. What is the highest duty I have to perform before I die? And he enters into Vrindavan. Right? Not that he doesn't want to enter, he wants to enter, but he enters and he is hesitating. Why did he enter? Because now Vrindavan cannot be complete without explaining about gopis. And without explaining about the love of Krishna and the gopis, he can't. But he can't. Because if he starts explaining, he will remember the same Shrimati Radharani whom he served in the spiritual world. So, and forget about telling the word Radha. Now we are telling so openly, Radha. People shout, hey Radhe. We have so much access to it. But here is Sukadeva Goswami, right? The personification of the person who is not affected by the three modes of material nature, who is above the three modes of material nature, and he is hesitating to speak about for many reasons. One, he will go into ecstasy. Second, maybe he felt the audience is not ready for it. No, which audience is not ready for it? In front of whom the Bhagavatam is being spoken? Parikshit and Narada, Vyasa. Asita, and so many other, like Saptarishis. Lord Shiva is sitting there, Brahma is sitting there. And he's feeling that maybe this matter should not be discussed in this forum. Wow, how can we discuss about Just think about it. Then I was saying, okay, but should we discuss about Shrimati Radharani? Should we not discuss about Shrimati Radharani? We should discuss, but not to make sure that somebody understands, or not to make sure that we understand, just to make sure that we know that our ultimate shelter is Shrimati Radharani. That's all we need to understand. Nothing more than that. If she is not there, then there is no hope of going to Krishna. Krishna is a very unachievable person. Even he troubles Radharani also. What to speak of all of us? Right? You do all the tapasya, you do all things, you do all the forms are filled, all signature, notarized by Guru, by Parampara. Still Krishna can say, I don't want you. He can do anything. Right? But when Radharani is there, Shrimati Radharani is there, she will make sure that Krishna will not do all those tantrums with us. So Acharyas say, go to Radharani. She will take care. Right? She will make sure that we have a chance of going back to our eternal abode. Because he has kept a lot of rules, no? He has kept a whole rule book, constitution he has kept in Bhagavad Gita. You follow this, you come. Otherwise you go. And for sure, I don't know how many are confident, but I am sure that I can't follow everything. Bhagavad Gita following is not that easy. So, kitna karenge? How much can we go? We are struggling. At one point, somebody has to see our struggle and pick us up. Right? Somebody has to see our struggle and pick us up. Not that we finished our spiritual journey and okay, I am qualified. I have the visa to go back to Goloka. And the visa is stamped and it will be taken. No. Even after all the mercy comes, even when Vishnu Dutas are taking us back, still on the way also we are tested. Sugar cane ocean will come, honey ocean will come, right? Ghee ocean will come. So many things. Even one temptation, nice sugar cane, not khatam. Again will come back. Even after entering Goloka, you can come back. Because Krishna is, not that Krishna doesn't want us, but Krishna wants us to take shelter of Shrimati Radharani. Because he has taken shelter of Shrimati Radharani. Madana Mohana Mohi. Right? How much, now this statement is very alluring when I heard this first time. How much can Krishna enjoy? How much can Krishna enjoy? He's Rasa, right? Unlimited rasas he can do. How much can Krishna enjoy?
Unlimited.
Unlimited? Any other answers?
The limit is set by Radharani. Whatever is set by Radharani.
Right? How much Radharani gives enjoyment, that much only can enjoy. Amen? Supreme Personality of Godhead is limited for his enjoyment as much as is set by Radharani. So who has the key? Radharani. So what is more important, Janmashtami or Radhastami? Radhastami. Samajh lo bhaiya. For Gaudiya Vaishnavas, for us, Radhastami is more important than Janmashtami. But this person will appear, disappear, something he will do, but we don't have any guarantee he'll take us back. Right? But if we serve Shrimati Radharani, he will give us an opportunity. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has appeared to give us that love towards Shrimati Radharani, which no other avatar has given. That is why Rupa Goswami, he says, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna. Krishna Prema Pradayate. What is he giving? Love towards Krishna. Whose love towards Krishna? Radharani's love towards Krishna. He's shocked actually. Why would any avatar do this? Right? Nobody. Lord Ram came, most merciful incarnation also. He would not give, Krishna Prema. It's the most intimate subject. He's not going to, and he will give it to whom? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving it to whom? Everybody. Hare Ram, what is this? Acharyas are shocked. Hey, what are you doing? I know you have come. But Hare, kuch to let, you have to think before you are giving what? And he is giving it to everyone. Because he is the most merciful mood of Sri Krishna. Most merciful. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, we all were there in Satya Yuga. Maybe you did tapasya in Himalayas, he did, I don't know where. Did not work. Some apsara came, you danced. Something happened. We could not figure it out. Right? Then you wanted to do yajna. Right? You were doing the yajna, swaha, swaha, swaha. One time you did not throw inside, you threw it outside. Finished. Yajna also didn't work. Then you were doing archana. Oh, here is Vigraha. Haribol, 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 Haribol. Vigraha cut. Manchejera. You are not doing as per Narada Pancharatra. Vinod Prabhu was doing it. Didn't work. You were putting the garland, instead of falling, it fell behind. Over. That you were also done. What next? You can just the one. Right? Now you are in Kalila. One round, finishing one round properly 108 times, doing Hare Krishna Mahamantra is such a big tapasya. Simple mantra, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This mantra is right. The other day I was chanting, my wife came and sat beside. And I was very proud, okay, I'm chanting properly before my wife, I create some impression. Hare Krishna. Immediately my wife told, Muttam mantra is Advana. What is this? So she caught me, I was not even chanting full mantra. Right? Maybe I was like, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Something out of that. Some people chant, even snakes come out. Hare Hare Ram. Right? Even that mantra is not happening properly. Right? Then Krishna might have thought, right? Me coming and giving the process is not working. Nothing is working. Let me come and give what Radharani can give. Right? Where God fails, Radharani passes. So she appeared. He came in her mode. Right? And he gave the highest. Nothing less. And we are very, very grateful to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for giving something that no other avatar has given. So we'll sing a small kirtan. You all know this, it's a famous kirtan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We'll start the lecture thinking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and with gratitude thanking him of what he has given. Right? Narottam Das Thakur is singing this bhajan. You all can see, right? We sing this bhajan often, but before this Radhastami, we are singing it, for the sole purpose that we are thanking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we are begging Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Daya Koro More, we are begging him, right? Why don't we read the meaning and then sing the bhajan? Can somebody read one by one and take the mic? Mic is behind you. No, that's not that mic. Yeah. Where are the remote mics? Another remote mic? Gone, huh? Does anybody have another remote mic? Many mics that disappear here, I don't know. Oh, we got it. Very good. Yeah, you can pass the mic and one by one you can do it. Please everybody meditate on the meaning of the bhajan so we can absorb ourselves. Thanking Chaitanya. Yes.
Hare Krishna. My dear Lord Chaitanya, please be merciful to me because who can be more merciful than your Lordship between these three worlds?
Your incarnation is just to reclaim the conditioned fallen souls. But I you that you will not find a greater fallen soul than me. Therefore, my claim is first.
Whose claim is first here?
Mine.
Yeah, I already told.
My dear Lord Nityananda, you are always joyful in spiritual bliss. Since you always appear very happy, I have come to you because I am most unhappy. If you kindly put your glance over me, then I may also become happy.
There you go. Who is unhappy here?
Advaita Prabhu, husband of Sita, you are so kind. Please be merciful to me. If you are kind to me, naturally Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda will also be kind to me.
Gaura's love embodiment is shown by Gadadhar Pandita, Srinivasa Pandita and Haridasa Thakura are the ocean of mercy.
There you go. Yes.
Osvaru Damodara, personal secretary of Lord Chaitanya, O Six Goswamis, O Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana,
Goswami.
Sri Raghunatha Bhatta Goswami, Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Sri Shiva Goswami and Sri Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, all Lokanath Goswami, my beloved spiritual master, Dasa also prays for your mercy.
There you go. Yeah.
Lord Srinivasa Acharya, successor to the six Goswamis, please be merciful to me. Narottama Dasa always desires the company of Ramachandra Chakravarti.
Very good. So here, Narottam Das Thakur is begging for the mercy of not only Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srinivasa Pandit, Srinivasa Acharya, and everybody, all the way down. So with this bhajan, let us express our gratitude to Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is giving us the festival of Radhastami. Otherwise, we would have never celebrated this festival. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Kor More जगत तुम दीन के दयालु जगत संसार
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया कोरो तोमा बिना के दयालु जगत संसार. So here is, now that we have thanked Lord Shri Krishna who has appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now let us endeavor a little to get into understanding who is Shrimati Radharani. So I was thinking, from where can I get this knowledge? Of course, there are many lectures, but at shelter of this book. I don't know how many of you have this book. You have this book, Shrimati Radharani, right? By Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj. Please buy it. And we are so fortunate, there is a part 2 to this also. So part 1 and part 2. It's a beautiful book. Very nicely printed, very good explanation, simple words. And Maharaj writes in the beginning, I want to read the he is offering this book to His Holiness Japataka Swami Maharaj, his Guru, and is writing here. There is a whole preface, but I am just choosing one paragraph which really touched my heart. I hope Shrimati Radharani will excuse me if I have committed any grave offense by publishing this book. Isn't that sweet? Right? I know to publish a book on Radharani is very sensitive. At the same time, I feel that this inspiration within me to publish a book on Shrimati Radharani's pastimes must have come from her only. Otherwise, how can I proceed on this most difficult job? I am publishing this book with a feeling that she must be behind this endeavor. She must be behind this endeavor. How anything can be mentioned about her without her sanction? Maharaj beautifully says that without her sanction, how can we even speak about her? Can everybody say Shri Radhe? Shri Radhe! How can we say without her permission? Right? It's not possible, no? If Shrimati Radharani is not giving permission, we can't utter her name. Right? And Maharaj says in the first part, there are many more pastimes of Shrimati Radharani. If she desires and gives her blessings to me, maybe in future we can publish those. And we did publish. There is a part 2 to it. Last Kartik Yatra I bought part 2 also. So I recommend everybody, please buy these books. Very, very precious books. And by reading this book, I made some notes. And I'm just going to repeat those books. That's all it is. Right? But again I'm saying, the subject matter that we are going to discuss is beyond our understanding. It cannot be understood because we are not at that platform. It's just like a first-year-old boy being taught, like first-class boy, first-grade boy, being talked about quantum mechanics. Right? He doesn't know anything. He cannot understand ABC. And you're talking about quantum mechanics too. Even this can be maybe understood one day. But for living entities to understand who is Shrimati Radharani is impossible. But why are we doing it? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave it. He gave it, na? He wanted us to discuss, na? That is the reason we are discussing. Here, today is one class. In the beginning only I am telling, don't ask any questions. There is no Q&A and I am not going to answer anything. Because let Krishna only answer your questions, let Shrimati Radharani only answer your questions. I am just going to discuss what I learned. Hare Krishna. So there is a beautiful verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vrikrite Hladini Shakti Rasmat Ekatmanam Api Bhuvi Puradeha Bedham Gatautam Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Adhuna Tad Dvayam Chaityam Aptam Radha Bhavaditi Suvilitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. This is being told, actually you should learn this verse, maybe I endeavor to learn this verse by heart. But let us understand the meaning of this verse. This will understand, so the first portion of our today's talk, we are going to discuss about the Radha Tattva. Who is this Radharani? How to understand where from she came, right? And what is the purpose of her appearance? Radha Tattva. Sometime we'll discuss on that. So first line, Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Hladini Shakti Yasmat. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. So there are many potencies in God. There is internal, external, marginal, all these potencies are there, right? We call it as Antarnika Shakti, Bahirangika Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, right? So Shrimati Radharani is a personification of the internal potential. And one aspect of the most in the internal potential, which I'll get into detail. As I said, this Tattva Jnana, just hear it and try to remember if you can. Second, Ekatmano Apibhuvi Pura Deha Bhedam Gatauta. What is the meaning of this? Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separated themselves eternally. Actually they are one. But eternally they have kept themselves separated. Why? To experience loving affairs. Right? God expands himself as God to experience love with himself. Right? Don't try to find logic in this. Just understand that this is the moola of love, which is coming from God. We'll get into the detail next. First, let us understand the shloka from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila 455. Chaitanyakyam prakatam adhuna tad dvayam chaikyam aptam. Now these two transcendental identities have again united. Now they are eternally two, but they both have united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Right? So the spiritual world, what they are two, come back as one. So if you want to see actually the supreme personality of Godhead, it's not even Krishna, it is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because even Krishna is not complete in himself without Shrimati Radharani. But when Radharani and Krishna together come together in the bhava of Radharani and Krishna, that is the supreme personality of Godhead, right? That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the greatness, right? Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvilitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Shrimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Now this is only revealed to we Gaudiya Vaishnavas. If you go and discuss this matter, with any other sampradaya, they will not appreciate it. Because their bhava is only at one point. Recently we were hearing in my house about Lakshmi Narayan and how you reach till Lakshmi Narayan. Even they don't know about Radha and Krishna. They don't know. Their access is not there. Only Gaudiya Vaishnavas have access to Goloka Vrindavan Projan. That is why when we listen about, I was discussing with this Radhastami Prabhu, that Prabhu, there is a very nice Vaishnava came and discussed about, Narayan and everything. He said, be a little careful. In a nice way. I said, why? I said, Prabhu, we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Our goal should not be shifted. Of course, reaching Vaikuntha is the highest. Srila Prabhupada also said, reaching Vaikuntha is the greatest. But Gaudiya Vaishnavism goes one more level, where it is nothing to do with we reaching anywhere. It is completely, purely devotional service without any limits to Sri Radha and Krishna. That Narayan is meditating in Vaikuntha about what is he doing in Goloka. Now how can you understand this? Prabhuji and Mataji, I am giving you a statutory warning. Before reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, make sure you have a Siksha Guru, make sure you have finished Bhagavatam, or at least read or heard Bhagavatam enough, then enter into Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because some verses will completely shake us down. First time when I was reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, I could not stop myself. I called Dwarkadish Prabhu. I just picked up the phone and said, Prabhu, what am I reading here? He said, I'm sure you're reading Chaitanya Charitamrita. Well, it's next level. You can't even imagine the matters that are being discussed. And I can't even discuss here because I don't know how many of you are prepared for that. It will shake your faith. It'll completely, make you feel, should I go to a temple or no? Is this the temple? Who is Narayan? Who is Lakshmi Devi? You'll go into perplex. So we'll not get there. But we'll try to understand that Gaudiya Vaishnavism is beyond any other message given by any Vaishnava path. All Vaishnava paths are great, but Gaudiya Vaishnavism has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the only difference. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has revealed Shrimati Radharani. Everybody else, Radharani is not revealed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has purely focused on Gopi. Padakamalayur Dasa Dasa Dasanu Das. Dasanu Das is there everywhere, but Gopi Padakamalayur is not there everywhere. Right? What we are going to go and do in Goloka is revealed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very clearly. So we should be a little careful both the places. If you are in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, when you are hearing from any other Vaishnava acharyas, respectful, but be a little careful because your goal might shift a little. And there is nothing wrong in shifting the goal, but why do you want to shift the goal? Right? At the same time, when you are hearing about Gaudiya Vaishnavism, understand that this is the highest. Doesn't mean that is anywhere lower, but this is the highest. In material world, you talk something, this is higher than this. But in spiritual world, you tell this is higher than this, but this is not less. How do you understand? You can't understand, and don't ask any questions. Okay, so now let us understand Krishna. He has potencies. God has potencies. Our body has potencies. Similarly, just imagine Krishna has potencies. 3 potencies. Antarangika Shakti, Bahirangika Shakti, Tatastha Shakti. Right? Antarangika Shakti is also called Swarupa Shakti. Internal potency. What is external potency? What is there in external potency? This material world, elements, it keeps coming, annihilating, creation, all these things are happening in Bahirangika Shakti. Tatastha Shakti is what? Jivatmas. We are all Tatastha Shakti. We are all part of him, yet we are not part of him. We are eternally servants. Marginal. You can keep your one leg here, one leg there. Again, that's their situation actually. On Sunday evening, one leg is here. Monday morning, one leg is there. Again. So, we are still trying to figure out whether you want to go towards the internal potency or you are happy in the external potency. Because both of them are satisfying us right now. Or rather, both of them are alluring us right now. That is the Tatastha Shakti. Right? Now, what is internal potency? Now, internal potency again gets divided into 3. Right? This internal potency divided into 3. Now, till now you understood? You did not understand. It's okay. So, internal potency, external potency, and marginal potency. Now, we are getting into internal potency of Krishna. Now, Swayam Krishna is divided into Sandhini, Samvit, and Haladi. Now, what is this Sandhini, Samvit, Haladi? Oh, Hare Krishna mantra acha tha. Let's acha tha, lekin today you are all fortunate, or some of you are reading for first time, you are fortunate that we are getting into what is God made of. My God. What is God? What is Earth planet made of? 5 elements. Earth, water, ether, fire, everything. Right? What are we made of? Our gross body is made of 5 elements. What is God made of? कैसे सब्जेक्ट मैटर है? कहीं इसके बारे में डिस्कशन होता है नहीं होता है. But this is the most confidential part of the Vedas, revealed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So Sandhini Shakti, understand first what is Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini Shakti means, it's also called Shuddha Sattva. It is Lord Krishna's existence itself. His eternal aspect. I am there now, I am there in the past, I am there in the future. Means what? I am eternal. When Sandhini Shakti personifies, it is Krishna. As simple as that. It is Krishna. Krishna is there in the past, Krishna is there in the present, Krishna is there in the future. That is Krishna, God himself. Sandhini Shakti is Krishna. And through Sandhini Shakti, he expands into Balaram, and Balaram creates Vrindavan, Krishna's parents, Krishna's flute, Krishna's this, everything is created. So, Krishna's one part is Balaram, which is Sandhini Shakti. And through that, he is created himself. Don't ask any questions. Sandhini Shakti. Right? We'll understand a little. Don't worry. Let's go a little further. What is Samvit Shakti? Samvit Shakti, now this is even more bewildering. When Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj tried to explain, is a cognitive potency by which he knows himself. Huh? What is that? Now, God should know that he is God, na? God also should know that he is God. That is something. Samvit Shakti. Knowledge. Chit. Same. Sat Chit Ananda. The same. Sandhini is Sat. Samvit is Chit. Ananda is Hladini. Right? We are also having all these three potencies inside. Sat Chit Ananda. Our soul is Sat Chit Ananda. We are Sat Chit Ananda. Our body is not. Our body is Asat, Achit, Nirananda. Right? Our soul is Sat, Chit, Ananda. Yeah. So now, Samvit Shakti is very important because that through that Shakti, God knows that he is God. I know that I am. Exactly like you. You know that you are because you have that knowledge that you are, consciousness. You know that you are existing, you are there. This knowledge is called Samvit. Okay? First is your existence, eternal existence. Second is you know who you are. Third is Hladini. You want to enjoy, and all the enjoyment that you want to enjoy and experience, the enjoyment is there inside the potency called Hladini. So without Hladini, you are eternal, you know who you are, but you can't enjoy it. Can you imagine Krishna without Radharani? You can't. Can you imagine yourself without any desire or ability to enjoy? What are you? Right? You are there, but you don't know how to enjoy. You don't know what is enjoyment. You don't know how to get attracted to. You don't know whom to get attracted to. You don't know whom to serve. You don't know anything. There is no exchange. That is Hladini Shakti. Prabhuji and Mataji's Hladini Shakti is Radharani. Krishna is part, he has three things: eternality, knowledge, love. These three potencies come together and make the Supreme Person. The Supreme Person is made of these three things: eternality, knowledge, love. Right? So without Radharani, there is no enjoyment for Krishna. That is why he always runs behind her. Right? And Radharani has complete control over Krishna. Not 99.99. 100%. 100% control over Krishna. Because Krishna cannot experience any happiness without Radharani. So whatever we are serving in our life to Krishna is we are only giving it to Radharani. Even when we are offering our bhoga, we can only go until Radharani. Never think that I am giving it to Krishna. You cannot give it. Even if he takes it, he will not like it because it has not come through Radharani. Because the only thing that he enjoys is that which comes through Radharani. As simple as that. Can you imagine how, in a way, Krishna is completely, like covered without any access to him, because without Shrimati Radharani's permission, you cannot go to Krishna, cannot even give him anything, and you know what? He also cannot take anything from us unless it is given to Radharani. That is why I ask the question: how much can Krishna enjoy? As much as Radharani wants. That's it. If she says, "You are a chal, khatam," today done is done. But Shrimati Radharani never stops giving pleasure to Krishna. Because her existence, now see the other angle, her existence is to give pleasure to Krishna. Her role is to give pleasure to Krishna. Where is the question of she not giving? Right? In different rasas, she gives pleasure to Krishna. So, quick recap. What are the three potencies of God? Internal, external, marginal. External means what? Material world, all the elements coming and going, everything. Marginal means what? Jiva Tattvas. We are actually having the same nature of God, but we have a choice of being here or there. Right? Internal means what? Antargik Shakti, which is God Himself. Internal is divided into three. What are those three? Sat, Chit, Ananda. Sat is also called as Sandhini. Chit is also called as Samvit. Right? Ananda is called as Alati. What is the meaning of Sandhini? Eternal. It is His existence itself. I am present in the past, today and future. All that is there in that potency. If that is removed, Krishna is not there. You know what I am saying? He is not there. Everything related to Krishna is there in that Sandhini only. His parents, Vrindavan, Govardhan, all the words, everything. Balaram, Sandhini. Samvit is what? Knowledge. About what? Himself. Knowledge about Himself. And that knowledge about Himself is the knowledge for all of us. It's the same thing. You know who you are. That is Samvit. And Haladini is what? Personification of His entire loving potency. So personification of His entire loving potency is Haladini Shakti, which is Shrimati Radharani. And Haladini Shakti appears in two forms. This, Rupa Goswami goes one more level. Right? And he says she appears in the form of a person called Radharani and in the form of a merciful kund called Radhakund. Both the places, the same Haladini Shakti is appearing. So that is why we say there is no difference between Radhakund and Shrimati Radharani. There is no difference. Can you touch Shrimati Radharani? As Radhakund you can touch. That is why Acharyas, when they go to Radhakund, they are extremely respectful. Krishna told that if you go and take darshan of Radhakund, I will love you as much as I love Radharani. What is that? Hare Krishna. What did you just hear? What did we just hear? If you go and take darshan of Shrimati, Radhakund, if you take darshan of Radhakund, I will love you as much as I love Radharani. Krishna is telling. Right? And Radharani is telling, if you take darshan of Shyamakund, I love you as much as I love Krishna. That is why Radhakund and Shyamakund are very, 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 very intimate places, and they were found by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nobody else, even Goswamis could not find out where they are. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to that part of Govardhan, when he circumambulated Govardhan, he saw the Gopal deity. Gopal deity himself ran and came down to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took darshan of Gopal deity. He did not want to climb on Govardhan because Govardhan is Krishna. He is coming in the Bhakta Rupa, Swarupa. So he doesn't want to climb Govardhan. We also should never climb Govardhan. Never ever endeavor. Because that is Swayam Bhagavan. Right? So he is standing down and Krishna is running and coming that my Radha has come. He himself is standing in the mode of Radha. Krishna comes down, Gopal, and he gives the deity, he gives the darshan. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes around Govardhan and he goes to two puddles of water. And he becomes ecstatic and is rolling on the floor. He is chanting Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. And he is going everywhere. Everybody are bewildered. And then he says, this is Radhakund and Shyamkund. This is the Leela that happened in Goloka Vrindavan. And it is being revealed here. Nobody else except Krishna can tell where is Radhakund and Shyamkund. And Prabhuji and Matajis, we are so fortunate that we have access even now to go to Radhakund and Shyamkund, but we don't have the access of their mercy unless we surrender ourselves to the mission of Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, we don't have any access to Radhakund and Shyamkund. You will be sitting in front of Radhakund and you will be thinking about Pushpa 2. It is possible. Husband and wife will go and sit in front of Radhakund and fight like cats and dogs. Just like you are fighting here. Radhakund will not allow you to come close to her unless we surrender, unless we appreciate, unless we accept that we are nothing. We are nothing except getting mercy of the Guru. and acharyas. Hare Krishna. Should we go further? Enough for Tattva. Tattva Gyan. Right? This is high level Tattva Gyan. So this is enough for us. So understand one thing, that because she is part of Krishna, she is Krishna. Can you say Radharani is not Krishna? She is Krishna only. But Krishna in the feminine form who is giving pleasure to Krishna. So all her senses, her mind, her intelligence are only to give pleasure to Krishna. Can you imagine she doing any activity which is not related to Krishna? How is it possible? It's not even possible. So understand that Radharani is completing Krishna. She is part of Krishna. She is Krishna. But the most merciful side of Krishna, who is only Radharani has the capability of not only loving Krishna, what other capability she has?
Controlling Krishna.
To engage us in the love of Krishna. Only she can do that. Right? She not only serves Krishna, she engages everybody who comes to her in service of Krishna. And that is the reason our acharyas say, please take shelter of Shrimati Radharani. Right? She is the only, this is even more. She is not only the limiting of Krishna's enjoyment. Krishna's enjoyment is limited to how much he gives. Go to one more level. She is the only source of enjoyment for Krishna. Right? Your entire loving potency, if it is sitting there, how can you enjoy anything without that person? The only source, like we discussed before, anything that comes to Krishna has to come through Radharani. Even Yashoda's love of Vatsalya Bhav comes from Radharani. Even Dasya Bhav comes from Radharani. Every mellow of devotion that Krishna experiences comes from Radharani. There is no other way it comes from. So don't try to separate. Right? She is the attraction of the all attractive. And Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes one more level. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Adi Leela 4.68 to 60 some shlokas, some 7-8 shlokas, he tells that all three types of consorts of Krishna are coming from Radharani. What are the three types of consorts? One is Lakshmi, second is Queens of Dwarka, and third is Gopis of Vrindavan. All the three are coming from Shrimati Radharani. Lakshmi Devi's emotion, Lakshmi Devi's devotion towards Narayan, the source is who? Radharani. It is told from the left side of Shrimati Radharani, Lakshmi Devi comes out. Right? And she is serving Krishna in the form of Narayan. Right? In the eternal abode. Like that. So Shrimati Radharani is not just Shakti. Don't think, other people say, oh, she is Shakti of Krishna. No, she is Purna Shakti. She is complete. Right? Purna. And Lord Krishna is what? Purna Shakti Man. Lord Krishna is Purna Shakti Man. Shrimati Radharani is Purna Shakti. Right? So, I think this much is enough for Tattva Gyan. If you think you can ask questions, you cannot ask questions. In this class, no questions. So, let's discuss a little about, now we discussed about her Tattva. What is she? What is Shrimati Radharani? Is Krishna only in his most merciful form of giving love towards him in the form of Radharani. Now, what is her goal? Shrimati Radharani, now we are going to discuss about the greatness of Shrimati Radharani's love. So far what we discussed? First we discussed who gave us Shrimati Radharani's knowledge? Who gave us? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then we discussed about the Tattva of Shrimati Radharani. Somewhat, little bit of knowledge we got. Where is Shrimati Radharani coming from? Third, now we are going to discuss the greatness of her love. Little by little we will try to discuss, right? So Shrimati Radharani's only goal is to give pleasure to Krishna. There is no other goal. And she is the source of all the gopis of Vrindavan. When Krishna wants to see variety, she even creates variety. So sometimes Krishna is seen running behind some other gopika. And Radharani becomes angry also. Who is that some other gopika? Radharani only. Shrimati Radharani only. She has created that other gopika that Krishna should run because Krishna likes to be a debauchee. Krishna likes to be the cheater. Krishna likes to be the person who goes around. Krishna is Rasaraj. He has unlimited need for enjoyment. You have limited need for enjoyment. Krishna has unlimited need for enjoyment. And with the unlimited need, that unlimited love can be only given by Radharani, and she creates unlimited means to give that enjoyment. Anyway, see, today's session on Shrimati Radharani is very important. Right? Next session is all about her pastimes. Don't worry. Next Sunday when we are there, if I am alive, you are there. We will celebrate Radhastami together, and we will, discuss her appearance Leela, and some pastimes in Vrindavan. To our understanding level only we discuss, right? But today is a little introduction to her, Shrimati Radharani. So just hold on. Love and lust. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains, love and lust are like iron and gold. You can't compare. So people who are having any amount of lust in their heart cannot understand Radharani. So if you are not able to understand Radharani, which means what do you have? Thank you. You only told. ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీకు అర్థం కావట్లేదంటే అర్థం లస్ట్ లస్ట్ ఎట్ ఇట్స్ బెస్ట్ is sitting inside. That is the reason we can't understand it. Oji, can you repeat that? Haladini నీ వల్ల కాదు. ఎందుకంటే లస్ట్ ఉండదు. Right? When we are pure, these matters don't have to be told. You will automatically understand. We are struggling because we are dealing with, something like alien matter inside us. Right? This is very alien to us. But actually, Prabhujis and Matajis, we already have this love inside us. It's conditioned right now. Our prayer to Shrimati Radharani next week on Radhastami, we will do Radha Krishna Abhishek here on her appearance day. Intensely pray, please give me access to that love. Please, నాకు గతి లేదు, నువ్వు ఇస్తేనే వస్తుంది. ఓన్లీ तुम दोगे तो मुझे मिलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. मेरी कोई हैसियत नहीं, ठीक है? और हैसियत बना भी नहीं सकते. ऐसा नहीं कि हैसियत बनता है ना? ये दुनिया में हैसियत बनता है. You can try to create that something. I chanted 64 rounds. Some haysiyat is there. But in case of Radharani, no haysiyat is there. Even she has to look at us and pull us. And Prabhuji and Mataji, she is waiting for us. Because mother can't see her children struggling in software industry. She can't. And she is most merciful in Gachibowli area. And we are all in Gachibowli area because we are fortunate. I agree. Huh? I am declaring this. Being a software background myself. Right? The most tortured entities are software people. Why? Why? Because they think they have the wealth which they don't have, but they are given which they don't deserve, but they feel they can enjoy it. Don't ask me to repeat. మనంత మూర్ఖులు ఎవరు పీపుల్ ఆర్ సో పఫ్డ్ అప్. నీకే గతి లేదు, ఆ గతి కూడా డెసిగ్నేషన్. So Radharani is most merciful on Radhastami in Gachibowli. So don't miss it. Right? Next Sunday, bring your saddle, grass, all bodies here. In advance, don't come late. Don't come late. Because if you miss the Abhishek, you miss the point. Malli start aitadi. Endadi? Tapasya, Apsara. Garland behind. ఇవన్నీ అయిపోతాయి. మళ్ళీ కుట్టుకొని మళ్ళీ మంచి పుట్ట దెన్ వీ హావ్ టు స్టార్ట్ అగైన్. సో డోంట్ మిస్ దిస్ రాధాష్టమి. ప్రభుజీ లాస్ట్ టైం ఆల్సో అటెండెడ్ రాధాష్టమి. యూ డి నాట్ అటెండ్ ప్రాపర్లీ, దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ మోహింగ్ గా అనుకుంటున్నాను. అంటే స్టిల్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ అని అర్థమైంది. రైట్? ఇఫ్ యూ రియల్లీ సెలబ్రేట్ రాధాష్టమి ఇన్ ద మోస్ట్ డివోషనల్ వే, యూ విల్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ద నెక్స్ట్ డే. ప్రభుజీ అంటే నాకు ఎవరు చుట్టాలు వస్తున్నాయి, నేను రాదు రిలేటివ్స్ అడగండి मेरे को जिंदा है. Our prayer should be, I should not exist after Radhastami. Take me. बहुत हो गया. But that prayer is difficult to tell. But my prayer to all of you, don't ask that prayer because temple banana है. If you all run away, if you all manage to go to Radharani, you will be consumed the temple. So please don't get so emotional on Radhastami day. We all need your mobiles which will scan QR code. Pin only you know, so you only have to enter. So please exist. After Radhastami also, at least 5 Radhastamis exist. Yes. After 2030 Radhastami, everybody can vanish. Right? But again, on the mercy of Shrimati Radharani. Taken it. For people attending online, I can show the QR code, you can scan from your phone also. इकड़ना होना है क्या? दे दो ये लोग ऑनलाइन अटेंड करना ना, डबल पेमेंट करना. स्कैन point is we have to prepare our consciousness for Radhastami. Hare Krishna. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is like he goes to the next level. He says, what is sense gratification? Now hear this. Because people who do sense gratification cannot go to Krishna. Bhoga Ishwarya. It will not take you to Krishna. Bhoga Ishwarya, Shiksanam, Taya Apata, Chetasam, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Samadhavani. No Buddhi, no Vyavasayatmika Buddhi also. Both are gone. So, here Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says, sense gratification may be performed under different covers in this material world. And gopis don't do any sense gratification. There is no sense gratification for gopis. So we are discussing about the greatness of Radharani's love. Right? So we might think that we are serving, we might think that we are doing devotion, but actually it is not devotion. The secret is revealed by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. He says it can be covered under the name of public welfare. I am doing a lot of welfare to public, so I think I deserve to go to God. No, the unloved is sense gratification. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. Even if I am trying to do public welfare, in that also you have an ulterior motive, and that is the obstacle to go to Krishna. Doesn't mean that you should not do public welfare. Do Krishna welfare to public. Right? Give Krishna to others. Yeah. Next one, nationalism. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, मैं भारत का पुत्र हूँ. ठीक है, तो क्या समझा भारत के बारे में? This country is the place where Krishna appeared, so मेरा भारत महान. So nationalism also is another kind of sense gratification only. You fighting for this nation without any devotion for God is sense gratification. It's a little high subject. Huh? Any nationalistic people here? हाथ उठाओ, I need protection. So understand the right spirit. Nationalism is good. Mera Bharat Mahan is good. But why it is Mahan? Why it is Mahan? Because this knowledge is given in Bharat. That is why it is Mahan. Right? Now, religion. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said religion is sense gratification. Arey baap re, Prabhuji, what is this? You want us to become religious? Religion is what? Religion is processes or templates given to experience spirituality. Too much. I sounded like that hat fellow, right? You can't understand what he's speaking. The point is, religion is filled with templates to experience spirituality. Right? You doing Abhishekam is explained in religion. You folding both your hands is explained in religion. You paying Dandavat Pranam is explained in religion. You doing Upavas, right, is explained in religion. You wearing certain kind of clothes is explained in religion. Why do you, all these are templates. You know what is a template, right? Template in which we capture data. Why is template good? Because when you use a template, 100% will finish capturing what we need to capture. So template is a very important thing. It's a proven, time-tested template. Yeah? It's a proper, structured way of capturing information. Everything is proper. So if you are given a template, you follow that, you will see the result. So religion is nothing but a bunch of templates which help us experience spirituality. When you follow these templates over a period of time, you will realize that I am not this body, I am the soul. But here, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, even religion is sense gratification. When it is not focused to go towards Krishna. And then, I am doing Nitya Abhishek in my house. Morning, evening, night. If you don't have any proper guidance from Guru, and it is not leading towards love towards God, your Abhishekam will just keep you in this world only. Right? So, following religion is good, but religion without, without devotion. Right? There is actually a saying, right? Spirituality, religion without philosophy is a sentiment, and philosophy without religion is mental speculation. Fanaticism or mental speculation without any devotion. So both are needed. You need philosophy also, you need religion also. But most importantly, religion, it's very important that we understand that Krishna is, devotion towards Krishna should be our goal when we are performing any religious activity. Otherwise there is no meaning. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. That should be there in every aspect of religion. Next. So we talked about what? We talked about public welfare, nationalism, religion, ethical codes. My God. Ethical codes is also sense gratification. What is the meaning of ethical code?
Be good, do good.
Do's and don'ts. And like what?
Be good, do good. I am a good person. I am a good person.
It's ethical code. Wear pallu. It's ethical code. In front of other males, or where you are supposed to protect your privacy, wear pallu. It's ethical code. But that ethical code also not keeping Krishna in center is sense gratification. It's very deep subject matter. You should understand. Basically, gopis left all the ethical codes for Krishna. That is pure devotion. But if you are following ethical code, when you are not supposed to follow ethical code, for example, I am showing the scanner code. Purport you can give. Point is, ethical code also is an obstacle. Do's and don'ts are also an obstacle in devotion, in the pure devotion. Right? We are not at that level. We should follow ethical codes, but understand sense gratification can hide itself in guise of all these things, and you won't even know that. Is enough, or should we go further? Huh? Chala? Okay, on Shirsha Mata's request, I am stopping it here. Huh? Go na yesta? Mate, చెవులు మూసుకుని ఇంకోటి చెప్తారు. హరే కృష్ణ. Health directives. My God. Mother is a doctor. Mutual movement. Health directives is also sent gratification. That take care of your health, eat like this, be like this, exercise properly, or eat only at this time. All good things only. But without Krishna in the center, sense gratification. As simple as that. Prabhu, pranayam karo. Sense gratification only. Kapalbhati sense gratification only. Pranayam is sense gratification only. Right? All asana, shavasana is also pakka sense gratification. That one asana everybody can do. 8 hours we are doing that every day. 8 hours everybody does, voluntarily. Right? Sense gratification. Yoga, sattvic food, sattvic thoughts, any kind of exercise. All these things are sense gratification only if there is no Krishna in it. Krishna's coverage goes for this. It's an obstacle for devotion. So, Prabhuji and Mataji, understand one thing. When we are coming towards pure devotion, keep the goal. Because a lot of people come. I know one couple, they used to come to our satsang. They're like, Prabhuji, we should teach Vedas to children, Prabhu. We should start a school, Prabhu. We should do this. I said, Prabhu, chanting yes, no? Yeah, I've been doing chanting, Prabhu. But then, we should save the country, Prabhu. We should need Vedas and Sanskrit in the school, Prabhu. They established the school. They are successful in the school. I will not tell where is that school. But Krishna is God. Krishna is God. What is the use of the opening that school? What was the use of teaching Sanskrit to children? What was the use of this? Again they will come back. Again, meditation, Apsara Padlam. Right? Again, Archana, garland behind. Right? Again, Yajna, Swaha outside. Again you will come back here. KGR Prabhuji, these are school of Punjab. No school. Prabhuji and Mataji, these are very subtle things. They bring you to satsang, they pull you out of satsang. One person comes with Gau Seva. Gau Seva, Namo Brahmanya Deva. Gau Brahmana. Prabhu, Gau Seva, Prabhu. Gau Seva, Prabhu. But in that Gau Seva also there is a Ahankar. That I am doing Gau Seva. You are not doing Gau Seva because Krishna loves the cows. You are somehow experiencing something when holding the cow. You feel nice. You can't hold your wife, you go and hold the cow. What Gau Seva are you talking about? Gau Seva also should have Krishna in it. Otherwise, which Gau Seva are you going? Where are you going with Gau Seva? Right? On Janmashtami day, go beg to those cows, please give me that love of Krishna which you have. In Shantarasa, you are serving Krishna. Give me some experience. Gau Seva can also take you away from Krishna. If you don't keep Krishna in the center. You will get some benefit. You will get some benefit from Gau Seva. But then keeping Krishna in the center is the moola aspect of Gau Seva. Understand? Don't become a fanatic of all these limbs of bhakti. There are limbs of bhakti. But bhakti is still bhakti. They all take you to bhakti. Just holding that itself is not bhakti. You should be very careful. All these things. Eating sattvically, doing sattvic exercise, public welfare, annadanam. Right? Gau Seva. All these things. If you don't keep Krishna in the center, gaye, khatam. There is one lady, I don't want to name her. But Prasadam Vitanam, she is there, never in the class. I don't want to know about Krishna. I experience a lot of feelings when I do Prasad. Okay, no problem. But she is unnecessarily pushing her devotion to next life. You know what I'm saying? Prabhuji is very subtle things. Don't think devotion is removed by some Hiranyakashipu. No. These are all Hiranyakashipus only. These are diversions that will take you away from Krishna. Very subtle. Very, very subtle. So we discussed public welfare, nationalism, religion, ethical codes, health directives. Chala. Huh? One more? Go on. I don't know, you are liking it or you are...
We are liking it.
Why are you liking sense gratification? దీంట్లో కూడా sense gratification. Prabhuji, बोलो 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 और एक बोलो मजा आ रहा है Prabhuji. मैं इसको जाके लोगों को बोलूंगा. I am recording it Prabhuji. I will go and tell double impact and tell. Now somebody put a case on me. గౌసేవా కృష్ణగంధ కాదంటావా నా మీద కేసు నేను చెప్పింది ఏంది వాళ్ళు విన్నది ఏంది Prabhuji Mata, again I'm clarifying. All these things are devotion, provided they are used for devotion. They in itself are obstacles. Right? So you should be very careful. That is why we need Guru. That's why when His Holiness Bhakti Raghav Maharaj talks about Gauseva, he says Daivi Varnashrama system. He doesn't say Varnashrama system. He puts Daivi Varnashrama system. Very important. That is what Prabhupada wanted to establish. Varnashrama is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. Varnashrama is rejected by Srimad Bhagavatam. But Daivi Varnashrama is recommended by Srimad Bhagavatam. You should understand that. That seva which takes you to Krishna. Tolerance also is an obstacle in bhakti. Tolerance, good quality, right? But if you think you are tolerating because you are great in tolerating, the tolerance also is obstacle. And ordering you, many times in Krishna consciousness, husband and fight, she'll be like, "Inkoka round nail, now nail." The famous dialogue in every house. I am a bodu, in a warrior. కానీ ధమ్కి మాత్రం ఇమ్మీడియట్ జీవితం 3 ఏళ్ళు అంతే మాయాపురం పోయి ఎర్లియర్ వాట్ వాస్ ధమ్కి కోటికి పోయి మొత్తం స్వైప్ చేస్తే నీ కార్డు ఇప్పుడు ధమ్కి ఏంది మాయాపురం పోతుంది సో we seem to portray that we are tolerating each other. We seem to portray that we are tolerating each other. Probably that is also sense gratification. Because we think we are great at tolerating each other. Right? Once when husband and wife went and told my Guru Maharaj, Radharani, I can't live with this woman. Maharaj, I can't tolerate her. Maharaj looked at him. I can't tolerate him. Maharaj told, I am tolerating both of them. What to do? Right? Fruitive action is of course sense gratification. Krishna says fruitive action is sense gratification. Where you do the action for your own enjoyment. Right? I am doing this for my enjoyment. Today when I was doing the satsang, one Prabhuji came and told, nice spirit, he told, Prabhuji, he had called me for breakfast to his house. Because we wanted to do satsang in one community, Manjira Diamond community. So Mataji and Kevalpur and Prabhu and Govardhan Mataji, they are going to start on September 7th. So so they called me for breakfast. I told my wife, you also come. She told, because you called, I will not come. I said, okay, I will go. So I went alone. So we went there, I went there, so we had breakfast and nice Krishna Prasadam, they have Laddu Gopal in their house, they give nice to give, and after that I did the session. Today the Prabhu came and told, Prabhu, you came to our house, next day my son got promotion. I never knew I can be used like this also. My wife will completely disagree to this. My association cannot give any promotion, only demotion. How can? When I told, immediately I clarified. I am giving warning to everybody, me coming to breakfast doesn't give promotion always. Something happened. And then he told, there was a PF case that I was fighting. After he came for breakfast, second day I got my PF amount also. I declared, I am never going to come to your house again. Now the expectations are risen. Next time if I go, PF department notice will come, give the amount back. I don't know what that. The point is, these things are coincidences, but they don't lead to anything. Fruitive actions don't lead to emotion.
What are your plans tomorrow?
Huh?
What are your plans tomorrow morning?
Prabhu, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಬೋಧಿ ಪ್ರಭು ನಾನು ಅಪ್ಸಕನೋಡು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಕಾಲ್ಮಿಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ರಾವ್ Hare Krishna. Now comes the next level. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami static goes. Says liberation is an obstacle. Liberation. Coming out of the cycle of birth and death, asking for no problems in life is sense gratification. Now where are these things coming from? Now Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is declaring all this in Chaitanya Charitamrita to glorify the love of Radharani for Krishna. To glorify the love of Gopikas for Krishna. We are discussing all these things because there is no other better way to explain you the greatness of her love. The greatness of the love of Gopis towards Krishna is beyond nationalism, beyond personal comforts, beyond religion, beyond ethical codes, beyond health directives, beyond everything. That is pure devotion, Prabhu. It's beyond, completely surrendered and submitted. Right? So even liberation is an obstacle. We try to say, oh, I'm suffering in this world. Relieve me from this suffering is also an obstacle. Because then I'm telling that, if you give me liberation, then only I love you. Or when I'm liberated, I love you. Krishna, first pull me out of this material world. Then you see who I am. Yeah. You know this laugh, right? Krishna knows, na kodaka. Can you bite person cheptava? Ninnu chestunnavu maalu telusna. Hiranyakashipu sitting inside. Right? In material world, in front of Krishna. 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 కొంచెం బయటికి రాగానే ఒక్కసారి ఆ 3 layers దాటి బయటికి రాని కృష్ణ అమ్మనా వచ్చిన మరి సో యూ హావ్ టు చేంజ్ దట్ anyway varnashrama is an obstacle to pure devotion.
That liberation is woman liberation or Golok liberation also?
All liberation.
Don't ask me.
No question.
Chala or sense gratification.
Yes.
I am having sense gratification telling all this thing. That is the problem. My situation. I am giving the lecture about what you should not do and I am doing that all. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, family affection is an obstacle to go back to Krishna. Huh? Anybody new who came here first time?
They already left.
Huh? You came here first time. Your family is good family. Don't worry. Take care of your family. This is too much for you to understand. Family affection without Krishna in between is sense gratification. Very heavy, right? Yes. I am the best mother. I am the best father. I am thinking about my children's future. I am thinking about my daughter's future. I am thinking about my parents' settlement. I am thinking about my retirement. Sense gratification. Now, should I not think about it? Please think about it. I am talking about Goloka. For Gopikas, there is no affection except Krishna. How many Gopikas literally, they did not even wear their clothes completely. Some of them, they ran to Krishna. Right? They kept their child, while giving milk to the child was half fed. They heard the fruit of Krishna, they kept the child down and they ran. Right? The husband told, if you cross this Dahliz, you cross this door border, what do you call in English? There is English stupid language, doesn't have in American accent. If you cross this cat path, you cannot come back again. Right? Just imagine. You mean chocolate or chocat? Whatever. So the point is very simple. Even family affection with no Krishna in it is sense gratification. Right? Krishna's Glories goes on to say. Why is he telling all these things, these Prabhujis and Mataji? This is what the whole world is running towards, even in the name of religion. This is what world is running towards. Right? And to understand the love of Shrimati Radharani before Radhastami, you should understand it is beyond all these things. Right? That is the reason Krishna is telling. No, I'll tell one more and close it. There are many more. Should I tell one more?
Yes.
Becoming fearful is also sense gratification. Becoming fearful means I don't know what will happen. Gopikas never had any fear. There is no fear. If you are getting fear, means you are still a bhogi. If you are a devotee, there cannot be any fear. No, I am also fearful. Which means I am still not a devotee. Where is the question of fear? Sab sukh lahe tumhari sharna, tum rakshak. When you are there, what is there to fear? Problem is we know that he is not there. We are thinking that he is there. We are still in illusion. Right? Krishna's Glories Goswami is saying that is also sensitive. If somebody is becoming fearful. Then there is a big line. You are more interested to read, you can go to Chaitanya Charitamrita. I have not written the reference here, but you can read. It's there.
Chapter.
I'll tell you. I did not write in my notes, but it is there. So, Prabhupada Mataji's pure devotional service is above all the worldly activities only for the pleasure of Krishna. Whatever we discussed is worldly activities. Pure devotional service is above all these things. And you all have to reach there one day, because that is what only happens in Goloka Vrindavan. You want to be part of Goloka, Prabhuji and Mataji, you have to reach that point. But we will not reach that point. That is the reason we are celebrating Radhastami, that's because of it. We cannot reach that point. So Radharani, please be merciful, because of and engages in the service of Krishna. That's all we can ask. That's why Radhastami is more important than Janmashtami. Right? Very interesting. So, now, there is some paradoxes, right, in that love. When we are going a little deeper into that love of Radharani and Gopikas for Krishna, Gopikas don't desire bliss. They don't desire bliss. Now here is the thing. Bliss means what? Enjoyment. Gopikas don't desire any enjoyment, but when they give enjoyment to Krishna, they experience enjoyment, so they are upset. Gopikas don't desire enjoyment, but when they give enjoyment to Krishna, they experience enjoyment and they are upset. Because that enjoyment is the obstacle now. Hare Krishna, what is this?
Enjoyment is obstacle for what?
For their devotion. Daruka was fanning Krishna. Bhagavatam explains. While fanning Krishna, he looked at Krishna's face. Then he looked at the lotus eyes. And his entire hand started shaking. And he started beating the hand, saying, nonsense, don't unnecessarily enjoy his beauty, because by enjoying his beauty, you can't fan him properly. You understand? You did not understand. Right? It's something that is, it's a paradox in the spiritual world, that they don't want to enjoy because they only want Krishna to enjoy, but when they give Krishna enjoyment, they feel enjoyment, and that enjoyment is the problem for them. They are seeing Krishna, Krishna is looking at them, they are decorating themselves, they are also, by the way, in Goloka there is makeup. So whoever likes makeup, be happy. You can go there and also do the makeup. But the makeup is for whom? Krishna. Right? Makeup is for Krishna. And when he sees that makeup, when she is doing that makeup, what is her desire in the mind? Krishna should enjoy me. Krishna should feel happy looking at my makeup. Krishna should experience some bliss when he looks at me. And when Krishna looks at her, and Krishna is happy looking at her makeup, right? Krishna becomes happy. And looking at Krishna, she becomes more happy. And then Krishna becomes more happy because she is more happy. And then she is upset because she is happy. Because her happiness is slowly taking her away from Krishna. Now she is like, oh, I think I am beautiful. No, that's not the point. That's not the point. And I should be beautiful for Krishna, but I should not feel that I am beautiful. Don't ask any questions. Right? In the morning, in front of mirror, what is our tattva gap? What do we feel in front of mirror? There is nobody more beautiful than me. Right? Or even if I am not beautiful, I can do something to become beautiful. If the straight face is not beautiful, what do? Just imagine that mirror, how much suffering it is going through. రోజు పొద్దున పాడమోహం చూసి రకరకాలుగా ఇట్లా పెట్టి ఇంకా చాలా మంచిగానే ఉన్నారా పో. You want to feel that happiness because you are the most beautiful. ముసల్ది కూడా అట్లే ఆలోచిస్తుంది, ముసలోడు కూడా అట్లే ఆలోచిస్తుంది. తెలుగులో బాగుంటుంది. ఓల్డ్ మ్యాన్ ఫీల్స్ లైక్ ఓల్డ్ మ్యాన్ मजा नहीं. बुढ़ी औरत भी अच्छी लगती है उसको. अरे मेरी सूरत इतनी अच्छी है. That is Maya. That is Maya. Right? You have one chin. After some years, you will have 3 chins. Still all the chins are beautiful. That is Maya. Right? But for a Gopika, for Shrimati Radharani, pure love, they don't think about their beauty. They don't think about their beauty that they are beautiful, but they think about their beauty because the beauty needs to attract Krishna. So they try to become beautiful and they know that they are beautiful, but their beauty is a distraction for their service. These are paradoxes. You can't.
So if they feel like they are beautiful, they get again proud.
They become proud.
That's a problem.
And they feel that they'll become proud. So you decide whether you want to be in Dechiboli or go back to Goloka. I don't know. Because there also life is not that simple. But Prabhuji and Mataji understand this. We are thinking like this that it is difficult to do, but Shrimati Radharani doesn't think like that because she is part of Krishna. She is Krishna. We are also part of Krishna. She is going to engage us all in service of Krishna. In Goloka Vrindavan to serve Krishna. To serve Krishna in this mood is not difficult. Provided we go to Goloka. And who will take us to Goloka? Shrimati Radharani will take us to Goloka. If 35 marks we need to pass the exam to go back to Goloka. If 35 marks we need, 35 है ना? Kendra Vidyalaya 35 ఉండదు.
State board 30.
Yeah, in 2 subjects I got 35 exact. I passed. Right? So 35 is the minimal mark to pass to go back to Goloka. With all our devotion and 64 rounds of chanting on Ekadashi, we'll get 3 marks. 3. ఏడన్నా చెప్పేది ఉంటాయి కనీసం 2 digit 10. With all our endeavors, 3 marks. What is the pass mark?
35.
How much is remaining? 32 is remaining. Prabhuji, I'll do 50 sets on Bhagavad Bhadra Purnima. 4 marks. Bhadra Purnima is coming by the way. Close the door. Right? Point is, some people didn't come today because they got to know that I'm going to announce Bhadra. Anyway, if you're online, you just scan a code. So anyway, point is, all your devotional endeavors. Any mark Lakshmi? कितने मार्क है? 3. If you give for Bhadra Purnima, then only 4. Prabhuji, this Kartika month, I will do more number of rounds. I'll eat only once in a day. I'll only eat Krishna Prasadam. I'll do more devotional service. How many marks you got? 4.5. 4.5. Okay. What else you want to do?
Temple donation.
Huh? अरे अच्छा तो सर. You want to go back, right? You want to go back or no? Huh, Mataji?
Temple donation.
Temple donation. Hari bol. Temple donation. 6. 6 marks. Out of 35, we got 6 marks.
Even if we get 100 crore.
You have 100 crore. 100 crore income, Mukoti like nothing else. Yesterday, I heard from this beautiful Vaishnava. He said, Upanishads explain while giving donation, you should feel shameful. The emotion that one should carry while giving donation, we should feel shameful. Why? Because why am I only able to give this much? Krishna, why am I not able to give more than this? Why am I only giving 1 lakh? Why can't I give 100 lakhs? Cheek, na jeevitam. Give that donation. Right? And feel shameful the rest of your life. Because I could not do more for you. That is the mode of giving donation. Anyway. So how many industry padi?
14.5.
6. 6. Right? So provision Mataji, I will surrender to Prabhupada. I will surrender to ISKCON. I will try to do whatever I can do for Prabhupada. Then Shrimati Radharani will become merciful and she will fill the remaining 29 marks and take us out of this material world. That's the only hope. Don't think without Shrimati Radharani's mercy you will go out of here. You enta kottukunna 3, 4, 4.5, 6. Khatam. Our buck stops there. In material world you can tell, I am IIT, ISB, IIM, III, karma. In spiritual world, none of this IIA will work. Only devotion will work. Then if somebody is proud that you have done IIT, go to IIT and you see those dogs and hogs outside. They have come back there because they are still proud. That's all. So, Prabhu, we should be very careful in our dealings. Okay, na? Anyway, let's go forward. So, without Radharani's mercy, there is nothing. Yeah. Lilananda Thakur told that liberation is standing outside my gate waiting for me. But I don't want it because I want pure devotional service. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Gopikas think Krishna has obtained so much pleasure in seeing me that it increases their beauty and Lord Krishna's beauty increases seeing their increased beauty. So here is another beautiful thing. So they become very beautiful. Hare Krishna. So they become very beautiful when Krishna sees them. And Krishna becomes more beautiful when he sees them. And when they see Krishna, they become more beautiful. And the beauty is just increasing and increasing and increasing in the spiritual world. What is the situation in material world? Decreasing. Yes. Beauty is only decreasing here. But we falsely think it is increasing. Right? A 50-year-old woman is thinking that I want to look like 25-year-old woman. You know how much pressure it is? Huh? For a 50-year-old woman to look like a 25-year-old woman, is the pressure? Actually, Prabhuji, when we become purified inside from within, our real beauty comes out. Not the external beauty. But the whole world is behind external beauty. You want to look good externally. You will never look good. You will become more miserable. I don't know how many of you have gone to parties, like these big parties that happen. Everybody is in tension. How many people are looking at me? And to add to that tension, Lakshmikant Prabhu will go in a camera like this. Look at tension. I am asale nastunnadi. Na mukku etlunada na noru etlunada. Then Prabhuji good. Mataji, not Mataji, right? I don't know what you call it. Little this side pose. Then you take one. And they'll post that in their Facebook, no likes. Another tension. Internet panchesthulada, post ayinda, kaleda. Right? So much people are trying to find happiness from their external that they can't find that happiness. Whereas if we just come to satsang, how beautiful we become. Right? Yes, we are beautiful. We become beautiful when we have Krishna inside us. Otherwise, what beauty are you searching outside? Tell me. Huh? So much pressure, na? Actually, Prabhuji, after coming to Krishna consciousness, so much unnecessary pressure is gone. Earlier, I used to pull my stomach inside like this. Now, both are pain. Right? So much pressure is relieved. Just imagine. Look at Prasad Prabhu. Maidan saaf. There is no pressure only in the morning. Otherwise, you get up, itla do me. Finish. Right? I'm telling you. This is all extra. No, but how beautiful Prabhuji is when he gives lecture here. That is good. We are trying to bring that inner beauty out. When you serve Shrimati Radharani, you become beautiful. She gives you the beauty also. Everybody look towards Prabhupada in the picture. How beautiful he is. Is there anybody more happier you have seen? Huh? Who is dancing? You see that? Dance in Rath Yatra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, so happy, so happy. Right? And every person beside him, every hippie, every foreigner, everybody is looking so beautiful. So beautiful. Because the beauty is within. Actually, when you become Krishna conscious, your eyes also will see beautiful things. You will see the real beauty inside people. Right? You will actually see what is the real beauty inside others. Before that, what we are seeing? External beauty. But now we are seeing internal beauty. You start seeing good things in everybody. Without spirituality, you cannot see good things in anybody. Whatever you see is limited to your ability to see. That's all. But when you come to spirituality, even small good things that they do, you will immediately see, it will be so nice if he does it for Krishna. You see a motivational speaker. What thought comes to your mind? Becomes a devotee and starts preaching. Kya preach karega banda? That is internal beauty. Without your knowledge, Krishna's beauty has already entered your hearts. Without your knowledge. By eating the prasad, by serving the devotees, that has already entered. So that beauty we want. And that beauty is there in Goloka Vrindavan. And, Sukadeva Goswami explains, the Gopikas in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan, are millions of times more beautiful than Lakshmi Devi also. How can you understand this? Lakshmi Devi is the most beautiful. But Gopikas are unbelievably number of times more beautiful than even Lakshmi Devi. And both of them are expansion of Radharani only. But the service of Gopikas goes to the next level. Right? Hare Krishna. So, in Adi Purana, it's mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita verse 4. Adi Lila 4.216. Lord Krishna is saying, repeat after me. O Partha, in all these three planetary systems, this earth is especially fortunate. For on earth is the town of Vrindavan. And there is gopis. And there the gopis are especially glorious. Because Among them is my Shrimati Radharani. Krishna is telling in Adipura. So see, what is God focusing on? The only reason he looks at Goloka is because Srimati Radharani appeared. Otherwise there is nothing to see here. Right? So we discussed about the greatness of Radharani's love, which is beyond all the worldly things that we deal with and think that it is good. It is beyond all of it. Right? So briefly we'll discuss about how Navadvip got created. Vrindavan was created by Krishna. But Radharani created another Vrindavan, which is called Navadvip. Right? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, where did he appear? In Navadvip. And it is created by whom? Srimati Radharani. It is explained, the story is being told about Navadvipa in Ananta Samhita. There is a discussion between Lord Shiva and Parvati Ma. So Parvati Ma is asking, what is this Navadvip? And Lord Shiva is explaining to Parvati Ma in Ananta Samhita, what is Navadvip? And here it is explaining that once Lord Krishna was enjoying in the groves of Vrindavan, of Raja, in Goloka Vrindavan. And there, in that Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna, there is a bigger story to this, but I am going a little short on this. He felt like he should enjoy with a gopi called Viraja. Her name is Viraja. There is another gopika called Viraja. So he felt like going and enjoying with that gopika. And as soon as that happened, the news went to Srimati Radharani. This fellow, he was nicely playing and enjoying here. Now he wants that gopika also. So she became very angry. And she went to search for Krishna. And Krishna was there with Viraja. As soon as, I'll tell this past time again. Now only I'll tell again for a different reason. But understand, at one level I'm telling this, that she goes to search for Krishna and she gets the news from Puranmasi and the Vrindavan whole network that this Mr. Krishna is going around with that Viraja. Immediately she goes and she enters that place where Krishna is there with Viraja, and Viraja gets scared. Krishna runs from there. And Viraja, she jumps and becomes a river. Right? And she covers all the 4 directions of Goloka Vrindavan. That is the Viraja river that we see. Right? And that we talk about, right? There is a Viraja river that you have to finally cross. After crossing the material world, after going to Vaikuntha planet, still there is a big river that we have to cross. That is Viraja river. And there is none other than this gopi, who surrounded. Because of the fear of whom? Radharani. So, now Radharani understands that now I have to bring back Krishna. So I will create a beautiful world. Beautiful new place. So within Vrindavan, she calls for Ganga and Yamuna and she says, I want you to surround this place. And I want a beautiful Dvipa created, which will be our new Vrindavan. Right? And that new Dvipa is called Navadvipa. Right? It's also 9 islands, it's also new Vrindavan. So that is how, Lord Krishna, for the pleasure of Lord Krishna, Navadvipa is created, and that which is created in the spiritual world appears here in this material world in Bengal as Navadvip Dham. And which is where, because Srimati Radharani is created, Krishna is most enjoying more than Vrindavan in Navadvipa. Because he is created by Srimati Radharani. Right? And he himself in the mood of Radharani and is chanting and dancing in Navadvipa. Hare Krishna. And Lord Krishna, after seeing that Navadvipa, tells, now there's a big benediction. Lord Krishna says that anyone coming to Navadvip will serve me in the mood of a gopi. He says. Anyone who takes birth in Navadvip or comes to Navadvip and performs devotional activities in Navadvip will get the mood of a gopi. Prabhuji is so fortunate as we. Right? That we are having access to Navadvip also. We can go to. So when you are going to Mayapur, beg for that mood of service like a gopika has. Right? Following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, of course. Now how did Srimati Radharani appear in Goloka Vrindavan? Prabhuji, she is already there in Goloka Vrindavan. But Acharya has explained that she appears in Goloka Vrindavan when Krishna is sitting in between the rasa dance and he wants to enjoy, the enjoyment has to go to the pinnacle and he desires to expand himself, and a Gopika appears there in the form of Shrimati Radharani. And she is the most beautiful. And Krishna is completely allured and he is completely surrendered when he sees this Gopika. And there are many other details that she is wearing a diamond necklace, she is wearing malati flowers, and she runs to get flowers for Krishna. As soon as she appears, she looks at Krishna and she immediately runs to get flowers for Krishna and she starts serving Krishna. The word Radha, Ra comes from rasa dance, and Dha comes from a word called Dhomana. Dhomana means the one who runs to get flowers for Krishna. So Radha, like that. And that is how she appeared in the Goloka Vrindavan. Now we can say before that she is eternally there. But for Krishna's pleasure, he does this pastime, and Acharya explains that she appears. Right? And Narada Pacharitra says that Krishna is Brahma Swarupa, beyond Prakriti, and Shrimati Radharani is Brahma Swarupini and beyond Prakriti. Both of them are beyond. Actually, there is no difference between Krishna and Radharani. This is Brihat Gautamiya Tantra, it says that. Yeah. I told you that Mahalakshmi comes from the... So you should understand how Radharani is coming all the way to your house. So Mahalakshmi comes from the left side of Radharani to serve Narayan in Vaikuntha. And there is another form of Lakshmi called Raja Lakshmi. She comes in the form of Raja Lakshmi and becomes the wealth of the kings. The kings, they have wealth. She is Raja Lakshmi there. And the same Raja Lakshmi enters our houses as Madhya Lakshmi. And she becomes the queen of crops for agriculture. Right? So the Radharani is coming all the way from there to your house and blessing us to get some wealth in the form of crops. Right? So this is all explained in the scriptures. Very less number of details are given. Anyway, so we'll end this class explaining that how Radharani got cursed by Sridhama. Huh? Radharani gets cursed also. Huh? So Radharani cursed Sridhama, Radharani cursed Krishna, and Sridhama cursed Radharani, and that is the reason we have Vrindavan in our home of Vrindavan. Right? So basically the Leela goes back that it is explained that Shrimati Radharani and Krishna are very nicely there in the spiritual world. And what are they doing in the spiritual world? Should we sing a 5-minute kirtan? Yeah, in between? We'll know what they are doing in the spiritual world. We all love this kirtan, so let's do it. Vrindavana Ramya Sthana Divya Chintamani Dhama Ratana Mandira Manohara. Radhi काला बनियाराची नमिया परिचे काची आत्या परिहासा संभाषणे नरोत्तमा दासा कोळे त्याईला सुखा मोळे सदै स्तुभ विद्या चिंता परिधाम रतना मंदिर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे वृंदावन रम्य स्थान प्रिया वृंदावनी धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहारा वृंदावन रम्य स्थान प्रिया वृंदावनी धाम रतना मंदिर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्या चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहारा So this is what was going in Vrindavan. What was going on? Shrimati Radharani, Hasya Parihasa Sambhasane. Both were cracking jokes and Krishna was cracking one more joke. Radharani was laughing. When Radharani was doing something, Krishna started laughing and they both were exchanging. Radharani became so ecstatic in the love of Krishna that she became completely unconscious of what is happening. And she actually lost her conscience. And as soon as she lost her conscience, and Krishna felt there is an opportunity, he ran towards another gopi called Viraja. Right? And Radharani came back to consciousness. This fellow is gone. Where did this fellow go? She immediately sent her messengers, all the parrots of Vrindavan. Go search where this fellow is. He always does this. So all the parrots went, they searched and they told he is with Viraja. Viraja ke saath hai. And immediately Krishna told, Radharani told, now we'll go with full army and get this fellow back. So it is explained that 630 million gopis were along with Radharani. How many? 630 million gopis. They all along with Radharani with full power, Gopika power. They are on this big ship, like a battleship. All the Gopikas boarded on that, and this big, ship is going towards the place where Viraja and Krishna are doing their pastimes. And immediately Krishna understood that definitely Radharani will come here. I need a guard. And that guard's name is Sridhama. So Sridhama, along with 100 strong guards, Gopas, is standing outside that arena where Krishna and Viraja are there. And Radharani goes. And Radharani goes there with all the gopis. And she sees, I want to enter this area. Sridhama says, no, you can't enter this area. And she literally, I want to read better. Because I can't tell exactly what is there. So Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj revealed from there. Hare Krishna. Very much, yeah. So Sridhama was very strong and held a stick in his hand. All the gopis became very angry when Sridhama blocked Radharani's entry, and they forcefully removed him from his post at the gate. Chal, Bajwat. Let us go inside. Inside, Krishna heard all the noise taking place at the entrance. Krishna got to know. Uttana sound aayega na, 630 million gopis. Everybody shouting, where are you, Krishna? Come out! He realized that Radharani has come in a very angry mood. Right? So he disappeared immediately. That is what Krishna is very good at, right? As soon as trouble comes, he will disappear. When Viraja saw Krishna had left, she became very upset. Hare, he was with me. And we were just having a good pastime. And Radharani came, he suddenly disappeared. What about me? So she became a river. Right? And as soon as she became a river, Krishna became very upset. What is this? Because of me, because I came and met her, because Radharani came, she forcefully became a river. And Krishna prayed to Viraja that no, you can remain a river, but please come out once. Because you are also having love towards me. Right? These are all pastimes of Radharani appearing as other Gopi. I told you in the beginning. All for the pleasure of Krishna in Goloka. So Viraja came out. So Viraja came out of the river. She appeared, she is still a river, but she came out. And as soon as she came out, Krishna embraced her. And as soon as he embraced her, she begot 7 sons. In 100, will they explain how much? 100 celestial years later, she begot 7 sons, Viraja. All the 7 sons, right? So then, after some time, she was with Krishna, and Krishna was nicely talking to her Viraja, and the youngest son came to her, Amma, like that. She said, hey, Edra, I'm with Krishna. What kind of nonsense you're doing? No, Amma, my elder brothers are teasing me, they are beating me, they are playing fun with me, they are bullying me. As soon as she started, this youngest son started crying, Viraja became very concerned. Who told you, this brother or that brother? Or she started dealing with the affair. And Krishna felt that, I think mother needs more time with the children. He disappeared from there. As soon as Krishna disappeared from there, Viraja became very angry. And most angry on the youngest child, useless fellow. Because of you, Krishna left. You unnecessarily came and created so much, obstacle in me. I curse you that you will become an ocean and nobody will taste you. Go, get lost from here. So he appeared in Bhuloka as the sea, as the ocean that we see. And she also cursed the remaining 6 that you will also become ocean just like him. But maybe somewhat useful. But you troubled him, because of your trouble only he came and he disturbed. Because of all 7 of you, Krishna left me. So she became very angry. Right? And she cursed these other 6 and they all became other oceans. Right? All the rasa oceans. What is the rasa? 7 oceans. What are they? Salt ocean, sugarcane ocean, wine ocean, ghee ocean, yogurt ocean, milk ocean and sweet water ocean. Sweet water ocean. They are all the oceans, right, which you have to cross and go when you are leaving the material world. In Jambu Dvipa, these all are there. Anyway, there is a lot of detail. I am going a little short in the interest of time. Yeah. So anyway, so the curse also happened there. And then Viraja was crying in separation. Oh, now she lost Krishna also, her sons also. Right? Radharani, what did I do? Krishna, you are gone because the young fellow came in trouble. And now they are gone, you are also gone. She was crying. And then Krishna came there again. And Krishna came there again and told, don't worry. Once in a day I will come and pakka meet you. Don't worry like that. No, I will come. This news went to Radharani. This fellow, I created Navadvip Dham for him. New Vrindavan. He came here. Again he went to her. And again is telling that, I'll meet you once in a day. And she became very angry. This time she went towards Krishna to literally shout at him. And Krishna was there, Sridhama was there, and she started shouting, which I cannot shout. Let me read from the book. Right? Where is this? Yes. When Shrimati Radharani saw Krishna, out of anger she started to speak very unpalatable words to him. You can't do that, only Radharani can do that. She said, in this Goloka, you have ladies who are more dear to you than me. You please go to them. What is the use of you coming to me? Your beloved consort Viraja has left her body and accepted the body of a river due to fear of me. You go to her. You go to the bank of her. So actually, what exactly happened here is, Krishna got to know that Radharani became very angry. Now she has gone into her Man Mandir. And Krishna is going and trying to console her there. And that is where she is shouting at Krishna, why did you come to me? Let us go to there only. Now all this is Prabhu, transcendental Leela happening in Goloka. Everything has a reason. Right? So you go to her. You go to the bank of Viraja and build a temple for yourself and stay there on the bank of Viraja river. When she has become a Nadi, female river, you can then become one Nada, male river. It will be easier for you to associate with her. This is a more suitable way for association. When all great personalities come to know that the Lord of the universe has accepted the form of a river to get association of another river, then they will also laugh. Like that they'll laugh. Shrimati Radharani was surrounded by her Sakhis. Some were holding chamaras, some were holding betel nuts, and others holding beautiful flower arrangements. Some were holding scented water. There is a whole explanation here. Some were dancing, etc. So, they stopped Krishna from entering the house, and then from inside Shrimati Radharani started to rebuke and speak harsh words on the Lord. She continued. See, Radharani's anger is not small. She becomes angry, really angry. Said, "Oh Viraja Kanta." Not Radha Kanta, Viraja Kanta. "Oh Viraja Kanta, go away from here. You are a chanchala, fickle. You are a thief and a debauchee. Why are you giving me so much pain? Go to Padmavati or Ratnamala or Manohara or Vanamala or any other lady who is compatible in her beauty. O husband of a river, now I know your Swarupa. Let there be all auspiciousness upon you. Now leave my house. Oh Lampata." I don't know what that means. You have behaved like a human being. You have behaved like a human being. So you should go to earth and accept a human form. I curse you. So he cursed Krishna also because he did all that. Hare Krishna. After speaking this angry way to Krishna, Radharani addressed her Sakhis. "O Padmavati, Madhavi, you must stop this most cunning one from entering. What business he has here?" Right? So she is further directing. Understanding Shrimati Radharani's anger, some gopis advised Krishna. No, Krishna is still standing there. "Please, Amma, let me enter, whatever I did, forgive me." All after Karsa also is standing there. No, gopis are advising. Some gopis advise Krishna. Different advisors. "Oh Hari," one gopi is telling, "Oh Hari, you please go of this place for some time while we pacify Radharani. We'll first, pacify her. Later we'll see. Another Gopika is saying, dear Hari, you please go and wait for some time in another house. Except for you, who else can protect her? You are her favorite, don't worry. Another Gopi is telling, Lord Hari, some Gopis tease Lord Hari saying, you go and pacify her with your devotion. They are teasing her. Go, devotion Gopi. Like that. Right? Another Gopi is telling, oh Krishna, better that you look for some other consort and go to her. You are anyway a woman hunter. There is no limit of chastising Krishna. Right? Now, just imagine, he is the one who spoke Bhagavad Gita. Don't forget that. No, but I'll tell you, somebody is going to remind now. So one Gopi said, who is that person who can face Radharani now? You can face Radharani, like that. Another Gopi said, oh Hari, please now go to some other place. When Radharani's anger is subdued, then we will call you back. Don't worry. Some merciful Gopi. Right? Another Gopi. Anyway, this is lot of list is there. While all the Gopis were speaking thus, the Lord of the Lords kept quiet and he was smiling gently. Krishna is Rasaraj. Even in that he is finding enjoyment. His face was very blissful and peaceful. And he was completely free from any anger. When the Lord, who is the cause of all causes, was denied by the Gopis and advised by them to wait for some time, he peacefully went to the next room and waited there. See, Krishna is a very difficult person to handle. Now, after seeing all these things, one person got very angry. Sridhama. Why? Because Sridhama felt, is this the way to treat the Supreme Personality of Godhead? He went and complained like this. What did he tell? Sridhama was with Krishna and observing all this taking place. Due to his love for Krishna, he became very angry at the way Radharani behaved towards his friend Krishna. The Gopa and Gopi fight going on now. So Sridhama's eyes became red in anger and he said to Radharani, Shrimati Radharani, oh Sri Radhika, why are you abusing my friend and talking all these bitter words? Devi, you are rebuking him unnecessarily without any proper consideration. One who is worshipable by Lord Brahma in Goloka Vrindavan is telling. Right? One who is worshipable by Brahma, Ananta, Maheshwara and Dharma, who is the cause of the cosmic manifestation, who is the controller of Saraswati, Lakshmi, Maya and Prakriti, who is the Nirguna, who is Atmarama, who is Purnakama. You are troubling that Krishna and giving him so much difficulty. You should be careful with your behavior towards Krishna. Oh auspicious lady, it is surprising to me that you do not recognize him. By the service of your lotus, of whose lotus feet, you have become Sarveshwari. Great among all the Ishwaris. And you are rebuking him? Do you know who they are talking about? This is Krishna you are talking about. Radharani simply like, what are you talking? Right? And there is a whole, you should buy this book to read more. Okay? Otherwise it will go till 10 o'clock in the night. She cursed Sridhama. You are coming to do recommendation for that fellow? Who is cheating? Who is going around? I curse you that you will become the leader among demons in the material world. Go. Sridhama became I was trying to save Krishna. Right? I got cursed. Became very upset. What happened? Right? Shrimati Radharani cursed Krishna, and he got cursed by now. He got very angry. I was doing service to Krishna and you are cursing me? I curse you also. And Sridhama cursed. Sridhama cursed Shrimati Radharani saying, you will also appear in Bhuloka in a partial expansion. And foolish people will think you are the husband of Abhimanyu. But actually he is an expansion of Lord Hari only. But lot of people will misinterpret you. And I curse you that for 100 years in Bhuloka you will be separated from Krishna. Like that he cursed. Right? And then after cursing, he became very upset. What did I do? And then he went to Krishna. And he told Krishna, I don't know what happened today. You went to Viraja. That I remember. After that, Radharani got angry. That I remember. But after that, lot of things happened. You have to go to Boloka, I have to go to Boloka, and I will be a demon, by the way. You will nicely go to Vrindavan. But I will be a demon. Then Krishna told, don't worry, you will be a demon. But you will be a demon named Shankachuta. And you will be delivered by Mahadev. The moment you are delivered by Mahadev, you will come back to Goloka. And I will also go there, and Shrimati Radharani, after 100 years of separation, I will again meet her, and we both will come back to Goloka. So all this Leela will happen. Right? So all this Leela is explained by His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj in this beautiful book. Right? Please buy this. You can order it. There is part 1, part 2. But Maharaj said, of course, these Leelas should not be discussed too much in public, because public can't understand. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came to give Srimati Radharani's love to us. Right? So, in order to prepare our mind for Radhastami, let us pray to Srimati Radharani that somehow or the other we develop attraction for her and we develop a desire to serve Krishna. I'll end with saying one thing, that when somebody takes responsibility to serve Krishna, Srimati Radharani becomes very happy. Right? And responsibility means doing your best in any service you do. Then Srimati Radharani is very, very pleased. Right? Not doing a service just for the sake of doing it half or doing it once and saying I'm done is done. That is not taking responsibility. Responsibility means it's a continuous affair. Like we are responsible for our children. Are we responsible for some time in their life or all the time in their life? Until we are alive, we take care of our children. In the same way, when we take responsibility for serving Krishna, Srimati Radharani becomes very, very happy. Some of us are trying to preach. If nobody comes, will you stop preaching? No. Srila Prabhupada once called his disciples that I am going to give a lecture, please come. And whatever happened that day, nobody could come because of bad weather or something happened. But what did Prabhupada do? He gave the class. With nobody sitting in the room, he gave the class, he kept his dictaphone there and he told the entire class. And the dictaphone, the whole class was recorded and that class got translated into the introduction to Bhagavad Gita. Right? So Srila Prabhupada is teaching us that you can still give the best lecture even when nobody is there. I recently heard this from Radhastami. That the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, which even turned out to be another book in itself, a small book, and also the introduction of Bhagavad Gita, was told by Prabhupada, which was meant to be a class for everybody. But nobody came, but still he gave it. Prabhupada and Matajis, when we take up some responsibility, there is no question of stopping it. Then only it's responsibility. Doing it for the sake of fame and name, saying I have started this satsang, nobody is coming, I think I'll stop it, is not service. Service means I will do it. I will continue to do it. Even though somebody praises me or not, even though somebody comes or not, of course I use my intelligence. Okay, why are people not coming? Let me use the intelligence to bring more people. Right? Let me do my service. I am not able to raise funds. I am not able to raise funds. No problem. Continue to raise funds. Continue to do your endeavor. That Srimati Radharani is pleased. Take responsibility. Taking responsibility. And then she will recommend. And then Srimati Radharani will recommend that Krishna, here is a personality who is ready to take responsibility for you. And he wants to come back to you. And that quality Krishna likes a lot. When Srimati Radharani recommends. So when will Srimati Radharani recommend us? When we do responsible service. Not for our own sense gratification. I am doing kirtan because everybody likes this tune. No. I am doing kirtan because that pleases Srimati Radharani. On Radhastami, we will do long kirtan. Please, I request everybody to come early that day. We will start at 2:33 only. We will do long kirtan, nice, long, loud, enchanting, devotional kirtan. Not depend on our tunes from our heartfelt. You know, today, small child did beautiful kirtan. That's the mood we should carry when we are doing kirtan. How nice I am singing is not important. whatever I'm singing, is it pleasing them? Is it pleasing Jagannath? Right? So let's do that kirtan. Let's invite Shrimati Radharani with her kirtan. And let's invite her to do the Abhishek. And next Radhastami, today we discuss what? Today we discuss about her Tattva Gyan, little bit. About the greatness of her love as compared to any other worldly affairs. Third, we discussed how she created Navadvip. Fourth, we discussed about how she got cursed and how they all appeared in this material world to help all of us, right? To deliver all of us. And foremost, before all this, we discussed how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the reason we are discussing about Radhastami. Because if he would not have revealed about Srimati Radharani's love, Krishna Prema, how we all would have known. Next week, we will discuss about, if Srimati Radharani permits, we will discuss about her appearance on this earth planet, how she appeared. There are different kalpas, different ways in each kalpa she has appeared. Right? So we will discuss few of them. And we will also discuss some sweet, small pastimes of Shrimati Radharani in Vrindavan, if time permits. Yeah? So please come next week, Radhastami. And I also request one simple announcement that Bhagavatam is Shrimati Radharani. Because Bhagavatam is all about loving God. And last week, yesterday or day before it? Yeah, yesterday, Radhesham Prabhu was right here, sitting here, and he also requested, Bhadra Purnima is coming, let's start distributing Srimad Bhagavatams. I know we are all doing a lot for the temple. I am saying, let us inspire people to take Bhagavatams. Let's do that. You don't have to go and contribute, I give 10 sets, 20 sets. If you can still do that, do it as your service. But more focus is how we can give Bhagavatam to new people. How we can give Bhagavatam to new people. And another thing that we are launching this year in Bhadra Purnima is previously we used to give Bhagavatams to Brahmanas. So, and I tell you, it's a very successful thing. Many Brahmanas have got, many are reading also. Recently, one Brahman who came to my house for doing Samacharikam for my family, he received that Bhagavatam in Yadadri. And he already started reading it also. So when we gave another set to him, not knowing, I didn't remember that I gave to him already, he said, I'm going to give it to somebody else. Because he likes Bhagavatam also. So it's a great service that is done. Now another thing that we are planning to do, something unique from this year on, we are still endeavoring and planning and everything. We are going to place Srimad Bhagavatams in hospitals. In the waiting area where people are so much suffering and so much anxiety is going on, there is one book they can pull from there, read one verse. We are going to keep, because that is a place, unfortunately, many people are diverted away from their religion also. But we want to keep our Krishna shelter in those places. So in your name, in your family's name, Bhagavatam will be kept in hospitals all across Hyderabad. So we are planning to keep a target. Always keeping a target helps us to be focused. We are keeping a target of 500 Bhagavatams for this Bhadra Purnima from our entire all the satsangs. Let us see how much we will reach. We always fail our target. Last year we did, 220 something. Before that we did 240. We decreased. But let us see, will increase or decrease. But as I said, we are all already serving. And in this pamphlet there is a option of live membership. And I recently heard the price on this live membership is changing from 35,000 to 55. Already there is a GBC resolution about to be passed or passed. It's very much in action. So you can encourage people to take live membership of ISKCON, and there's all the benefits here, and they also get a Bhagavatam set. Right? So it also gives us good funding for our temple purpose, new upcoming temple purposes.
Would that is count? Is that counting or count?
This also. Yes, it counts. Whichever way, you give the Bhagavatam to the live membership, or you encourage them to buy Bhagavatam, or you sponsor Bhagavatam according to your ability and capacity. Right? And we are going to place Bhagavatams in hospitals this time. That is the idea. We want the whole planet to be covered by Bhagavatams. That is the whole goal. Every single house, every single place should have Bhagavatams. Right? If Krishna permits, one day in the Parliament of India, we will distribute Bhagavatams to all the member of parliaments. You never know. Right? All the leaders should read Bhagavatam. The entire world should become Bhagavatam conscious. That was the desire of Srila Prabhupada, and we all can do it in a small, minuscule way by the mercy of Shrimati Radharani. So because Radhastami is coming, start meditating on that. How can I give Bhagavatam? But if you are feeling that you have done enough, then that means we are not taking responsibility. And the devotees who take responsibility are most dear to Krishna. Whatever little you can do. Introduce Bhagavatam, and I will publish the price of Bhagavatam. Right? Price of Bhagavatam set, we always add 500 rupees more on top of the price because we use that for transportation of the set also. We use that because we want to make a small frame in which Bhagavatam will be kept, like in the hospital room, that waiting room. You need a frame in which it has to be kept. We are trying to create a budgeted frame which looks good within that price. So that is also sponsored when we start keeping Bhagavatam. So if somebody asks why are we charging a little more than others, we should tell them for transportation, for celebrating also. We will also celebrate a big festival after doing this Bhadra Purnima. For the celebration also we raise funds for this one. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions, anybody else? Not about the topic, but about that still applies. Okay, Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste तो शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचनाचार्य स्तोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवचनाचार्य स्तोत्र डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय प्रेम से बोलो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय ओम श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय पुण्य क्षेत्र वृंदावन धाम की जय गंगे मैया की जय यमुने मैया की जय भक्ति देव की जय कलियुग पावन तुलसी महारानी की जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय ट्रांसलेंडर बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय ट्रांसलेंडर प्रसादन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरांग वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।